And I got my package today from B&HPhoto. This is the new Nikon P950 camera. I believe it was ordered on Monday, and today is Thursday, so I received it. Keep in mind, once I got the box, I did wipe it down because, well, this current social distancing bullshit. This camera, the P950, replaces my very old but very reliable Fujifilm HS20. I got this when Fuji first came out with it, and I really wish Fuji would come out with a point-and-shoot model to compete with Nikon, but it seems Fuji is more into mirrorless. Maybe they'll come out with a mirrorless point-and-shoot. I think those are going to come out very shortly. This is my P610 model. I love this camera. It takes awesome video, especially of the moon. The zoom on it was incredible and still is incredible. And the picture quality of this camera is just, well, if you can get your hands on one, you'll see why I've always been in love with the Coolpix P610 camera. So let's open her up and see what's inside. Keep in mind, there's a lot of cameras out there that are the Coolpix P950 and P1000. I was going to get the P1000. Too expensive for me. There is gray market cameras. I'm well aware of them. If you're going to buy a camera from a gray market, keep in mind the warranty on gray market cameras is completely void. Not a camera shop in America is going to touch your camera if it comes to you broken. If it does come to you broken, chances are they're not going to, even with the warranty, they're still not going to touch the camera. So if you pay that extra $200 for a warranty on a gray market camera, no one in America or Japan is still going to touch it. So, you know, you're playing with fire if you get a gray market camera. 32 gigabit card. If you're going to take a lot of video, that's what these cameras are meant for. The Coolpix P950 with its mega zoom is mainly a camcorder with a telephoto lens. Think of it that way. Still excellent for macro photography, everyday photography. Their prime purpose, though, is videography. If you're going to do a lot of videography, get yourself a 64 gigabit memory card, because you're going to go through a lot of memory. The trusty camera bag, which I'll be using a lot. Okay, I'm back. Let's hurry up and get this done. I want to keep the review down to 4 minutes. Got the battery in here. Got the camera strap, of course, by Nikon. I like the Sony CyberShot Model 4 camera. Problem is, I don't think any point-and-shoot camera is really worth over $1,000. And there's your lens. Let's compare that lens with the Nikon P610 model. And as you can see, there is quite a difference in size there. Here's the top of the Nikon, and still, after all these years, the cameras are virtually the same inside, or the same as far as ergonomics go. But the size of that, the P90 is a nice size camera, and I have no problem. Lots of people say the P950 is a bulky camera. I don't see it. I think those people are wussies. Here's the front of the P950. The ergonomics are very good. You have your open LCD display. Here's the P610. That's my museum sticker right there. Keep in mind that with the ergonomics are virtually the same on both cameras, even after years. And I like the way the ergonomics are on Nikon. I especially like the viewfinder for Nikon. And I love the hotspot here, so you can put flashes, microphones, or anything else, something their past cameras have not had. So having the hot shoe, I think I called it a hot spot, but having the hot shoe is a plus. Hopefully tomorrow's supposed to be nice. 50-mile-an-hour winds will subside outside. So I'll get outside, I'll take some video, do another review of this, take some pictures, and I'll post it on YouTube. So thank you very much.